All right, ladies, so I wanted to do a really quick video on some of the pitfalls many of us are falling into as women who are in soul connections or whatever it is you might call it. And don't get me wrong, I get that for a lot of us, we feel extremely connected to someone. We feel as though they're soulmate, twin flame, whatever it is, whatever you call it, you're connected to them. And so it's not easy for you to walk away and just be like, F it, right? But here's the thing. One of the things that I'm also starting to notice as I do readings for people, as I do coaching sessions with people, and as I begin to talk to people more about exactly what a divine connection is, what that person is supposed to be to you in your life, I notice that a lot of women forget who they are, okay? A lot of women forget their own divinity because they're so busy chasing after a dude who don't even know who the hell he is. Most dudes, and this is especially true for communities of color, because I know for a lot of us as women, we have been dealing with a whole lot of bullshit. So for most of us, we're dealing with a group of men who not only they don't have their lives together, they don't have their lives in order, but they have the sheer audacity to expect for us as women to cater to their needs. And they expect us to do so because there's been this huge shift in how men and women see ourselves. There's been this huge shift in how men look at the role that they are supposed to play in society. And so you have a bunch of males who are not connected to source. They're not spiritually gifted, not spiritually inclined. They don't care about none of that. They're chasing money. Hey, they're not even chasing money to attract the divine feminine. They're chasing money to attract their dude bros. They're completely lost. And so as the divine feminine, we end up getting caught up trying to understand them. Trying to figure out, okay, when is the masculine coming back into my life? Will union happen? All of this stuff. And my first question for many of the divine feminines that I talk about is, why the hell would you want to be connected to a male, who doesn't even know his own worth? Why? What does that do for you in the long run, sis? And I am an advocate of women understanding their power, walking into their power, knowing exactly what it is that you're meant to do here while you're on earth. Because if you know your identity, if you know your life purpose, if you know why you were put on earth, you are less likely to fall victim with falling in love with a douchebag. And one of the things that people who know me personally, who are good friends with me, they know me. If I reach out to someone, if I feel like I'm connected to someone and I say that and they don't respond, Katrina cut that fucking cord and she'll go on. Because I'm not going to let someone disturb me, disrupt me, okay? Or make me lose focus about what it is that I have in front of me at the moment. I don't care who he is. I don't care how long I've had a connection to this person. I don't care at the fact that I've been having dreams and visions and premonitions about their lives. You can't reciprocate that energy and at least be cordial, at least respect me enough to hear what I have to say to you, to not be rude, to not leave me on red, to not give me the silent treatment, well then F you. I don't wish you wrong. I don't wish anything negative to come about you in your life. I don't know. No, I don't wish none of that. I don't have time for that. I got my own life going on. I got my own things going on. I don't have time to wish anybody anything negative or evil. But I tell you what, I'm not going to do. I'm not going to waste my time shedding tears over a connection with someone who has done me wrong. I will cut that cord and continue on with my life. And one of the reasons why the divine feminine is so caught up with all of these idiots is because we forgot our worth. We live in a society that has taught everything, or has taken rather, everything that we know about the concept of a deity or a higher being and completely flipped it. The major religions that we have now are all patriarchal in nature. I am so glad I walked away from the church, y'all. I'm just so glad. It's all patriarchal in nature. And when you look at history, when you look at where these stories have come from, it was stolen from the original idea of who a deity is. And it's not a male god. The original deity is a goddess. Femininity. The essence of femininity. All right. I did a webinar earlier today and I went down a list of a couple of goddesses that really has stuck out to me as I've been doing my research. So, for example, Athena, the Greek goddess of war. Her symbol is a spear and shield. She's known for her war strategy and giving courage to warriors. Oya, the West African goddess whose power is rooted in nature. She rules the wind, the lightning, the rain, the hurricanes. It is said that she cannot be defeated in battle. Lakshmi, Hindu goddess of wealth. She is known for bringing wealth and abundance to those who worship her because she nourishes and she also provides. Queen Mother of the West, who also is known as Zhiwangmu, is an Asian goddess who is often depicted as a beautiful woman with sharp teeth. She rewards her devoted followers with eternal life, and she's ready to punish those who pisses her off. Now, about 206 BCE to 220 CE, that was the time period when she had a rise in her devoted followers. We're talking about concepts, goddess concepts, that has been put into place long before the rise of these current patriarchal religions. The Mayan goddess of fertility, good health, and weather, Ixchel. The Mayans not only recognized her depiction as a young, vibrant goddess, but it also acknowledged her depicted as an older woman. She was wise. She was powerful. And the powerful thing about that depiction, depicting the duality of women, young and fertile, and then you have the opposite end, older and wiser. It shows an appreciation for the wisdom of elder women, and that is something our current society lacks. And so I'm researching all of this information about goddesses, how our society used to regard women, and I'm looking at now how we view spirituality, and how even when women cut the cord with all of these patriarchal religions out here, saying, look, hey, we are done. It's over. I'm not doing this anymore. We then fall victim to other new age spiritual concepts that still put us in the predicament of waiting for a man to come in our lives or to come save us. So this is why I tell women that when you feel as though you have a connection to someone, I don't care what that connection is, soulmate, twin flame, whatever. If that person is not about that life, if they are wasting your time, if they are disrespecting you, if they do not see the divinity within you, you cut that cord. Do what you have to do. Because for every idiot who does not want to get on board with what it is you're trying to say to them, There are other folks out there who are a part of your soul family that you can move forward to. You're out here shedding tears waiting on someone for the simple fact that you think that this person is your twin flame. Meanwhile, as a woman, you've wasted years mourning over the fact that this dude has not woken up yet. Mourning over the fact that you felt this connection to this dude. You had dreams about this dude. And so you've wasted years waiting on them. Meanwhile, soulmates passed you by. The person you're supposed to spend the rest of your life with done passed you by. Because you're busy waiting on this fool to wake up. We are goddesses. We are made in the image of the goddess. We have feminine essence that's powerful. We should not be waiting on anyone. If he is too stupid to recognize his own divinity, leave him behind. Because he will absolutely hold up your own blessings. It is not smart. It is not smart for women to wait on soul connections when you know that that person is not doing the work that's needed to grow. You're up here praying for this person, doing rituals, asking your spirit guides to help them, give them wisdom, open doors for them. Meanwhile, dude won't even respond to your messages, won't even see how you're doing. You're wishing them a happy birthday, happy Father's Day. He can't even be bothered to say happy Mother's Day to you. Figure out when the hell your birthday is. You're reaching out to him when you hear that he's going through some stuff. Meanwhile, he can't even reach out to you to say how you're doing. As women, we are too nurturing. And so when a lot of guys hear this, they automatically assume, well, hey, she expects me to do this. She's only being nice because she's expecting A, B, C, and D. I don't owe her anything. You know what, ladies? And they will be absolutely right. They don't owe us anything. But damn it, we don't owe them anything either. And a part of being spiritual is also being able to put up boundaries. A part of being spiritual is also being able to say, I'm not tolerating this shit because this is antithetical to what I'm supposed to have, or the energy rather that I'm supposed to have in my life right now. If you're not going to be supportive, if you're not going to respect me, if you're not going to walk on this journey with me 110%, then get the hell out of my way. Don't come to me just when you need something. That's why I tell women, even with soul connections, cut that cord, babe. Because there's another thing that they'll do. They'll come to you in your dreams because they know that that soul connection exists. And whether or not they know it consciously or not, they come into your dreams so that you can feel propelled to reach out to them when they're going through something. Cut that cord. They're no longer welcome in your space. Sit up there. They can go use someone else. They can take advantage of someone else, but not us. Especially spiritual women who are walking in our calling. We do not have the luxury to entertain males who don't even know their own divinity. And we don't have the luxury to entertain males who we should be leaving behind. We are stopping ourselves from being able to explore our own happiness because we're busy waiting on a male to wake the fuck up. Wake up, ladies. Times are changing. We're walking into an age of women empowerment. Leave him behind.